When you think of Pauline Hanson's party, you probably think of One Nation, but did you know that in 2007 she ran for the Senate for the United Australia Party? No, not that one. This is the story of Pauline's United Australia Party. Welcome again to Spin Check here on 6 News. The year is 2007, an election year. Pauline Hanson is out of One Nation and has tried to run as an independent in 2004 for the Senate, but failed. So, what to do? Launch your own party. Again. In late May of 2007, Hanson announced Pauline's United Australia Party. The name, of course, falls back on the old UAP, the one Robert Menzies was a part of course, like Clive Palmer's party, they're unrelated. As the Sydney Morning Herald reported at the time, the party structure will help the former fish and chip shop owner improve her chances of stealing a seat from the bigger parties. As an independent, she would only be getting votes from people bothered with numbering their entire ballot paper.
The new party, isn't it? Pauline's United. Explain that. Explain why you've decided that's the name. It's to do with the allocating of preferences and so on, isn't it?
I had to form a political party to get my name above the line. If you don't have your name, if you're not a registered political party, you cannot have your name above the line, and you have it below the line. So people saw Pauline Hanson put one in the box, didn't fill out every other square,
yes,
and the vote was invalid. So this allows me to get above the line.
This year was her website from the time. Note that slogan there, protecting the Australian way of life. That was actually part of a song written for the party. Have a listen.
For this country we will fight, not surrender the Australian way of life.
Chris Callaghan was the guy who wrote the song alongside Ms Hanson and sang it, as you're seeing there. It was used in 3 TV commercials for Ms Hanson, all of which uploaded to a seemingly official YouTube channel with 18 subscribers.
I've proven I have the courage to fight against those who destroy our great country and Australian values. Vote One Pauline for the Senate and protect the Australian way of life.
Authorised by P. Hanson for Pauline's United Australia Party, Brisbane.
Anyway, we found Chris Callaghan and asked him a few questions about the song via email. He told 6 News that he was, quote, hoping to capture the essence of what it is to be Australian and our generally open and welcoming attitude towards immigrants and a multicultural society. He adds that it, quote, trended online in the UK when it was first released as a racist song, which surprised me, as my intent was to be inclusive. Callaghan says he was a member and supporter of the many issues, quote, put forward by the PUAP at the time, but our relationship and connection was equally about her enjoyment of country music, referring to Hanson there, when we met at my show during the Tamworth 2007 annual festival. I'm less involved in politics these days, but I think she has done a good job during her time as Senator. I'm still very respectful of Pauline's contribution to the political debate in this country and the substantial influence on some important major party policies since 1996. So, after all that, how did the PUAP go? Well, in Queensland, Pauline Hanson alongside David Saville had just over 100,000 votes, that's around 4.28%, putting them in 4th place by party, behind the Liberals and Nationals, Labor and the Greens. But ahead of Family First, the Australian Democrats, the Fishing Party, the Fishing and Lifestyle Party, What Women Want, Shooters, now known as Shooters, Fishers and Farmers, the Climate Change Coalition, DLP, Christian Democrats, Carers Alliance, One Nation, unaffiliated with Hanson, Liberty and Democracy, now Lib Dems, Socialist Alliance, Group K, Group X, the Non-Custodial Parents Party, the Senator Online Party, CEC, now the Citizens Party, Group N, and then a bunch of independents. And they also ran in New South Wales with Brian Burston, who later became a One Nation and then UAP Senator, as well as John Carter on the ticket. There they had just under 40,000 votes, 0.9%, behind the Lib Nats Coalition, Labor, Greens, Christian Democrats, DLP, and the joint Shooters/Fishers and Fishing and Lifestyle ticket. But ahead of all the parties we mentioned in Queensland, as well as Socialist Equality, here our Voice Party, Group J, Group V, Group P, and a bunch of independents. Of course, as we all know, Pauline Hanson's now back as One Nation leader and eventually got into the Senate in 2016. The party was soon deregistered, and it was later reported Hanson withdrew from the party after transferring more than $200,000 from its main bank account and sacking the office bearers who complained that she had no right to the money. Here on Spin Check, we'll continue to look into niche and unknown political history in Australia. If you have something you want explored, let us know in the comments using hashtag 6newsau or email contact@6newsau.com. Spin Check will be back next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and while we'll continue to look at all this niche stuff, we'll also bring you the latest political news 24/7. There is more of that on our website too, 6newsau.com. I'm Leonardo Puglisi. We'll see you next time.